Hello friends, today's question for you. Difference between var and dynamic. Var var is implicit type local variable and it is strongly typed. What is it? Implicit type. This is implicit type. We haven't defined the type of variable. This is not integer. If we do like this, this is a explicit type. Explicitly defined that it is integer type. Where this is implicit. We haven't defined that what type of value it is going to store. It is strongly typed. What does it mean, strongly typed? Strongly typed means that once we assign any type of value to a variable, compiler makes sure only that type of value is assigned to that variable. Like we have assigned here a string variable. Like change it name, it will not keep any confusion. It is a string type variable. If you assign that variable variable to integer type, it should give compile time error. Cannot convert type integer to a string. Compiler makes sure that you cannot change the type of value into the variable during compile time or runtime. If you have to change, you need to perform explicit casting. We will see that later. So this is strongly typed. What is next? Compiler decide the type of var according to the value assigned to it. See, what does it mean, type of var? Here is a var implicit type value. We haven't declared any string or integer. Let's get the type of variable. System.string. So we have assigned a string type. Let's change it to integer type. What should I get? System.int32. So this is integer type. So what it does, it is compile time variable. We can say this as well, because compiler decide the type as per the type of the value assigned to it, its type. Yeah, compiler decide the type of var according to the value assigned to it. We have assigned 10. This means it is integer. Compiler identify this is an integer and it assign integer to this. And when we get this system.int32, when we change to string, compiler check the value. This is a string and change it to string and make it a string. Got this? We cannot declare var at class level. It can be declared only function level. Var is not available at the class level. This is the class level. Here is the class declaration, class level. This is the function declaration, function opening and closing braces, function end. Var value 2 is equal to var check. Var could not be found. This is not available at the class level. This is available at the function level only, and we cannot pass var as function parameter. See, var as function, well, no, we cannot pass. Why we cannot pass? Because we have discussed it is a compile time variable. Compiler check the type of value assigned to it, and according to that it assign its type. But into the, if we pass it into the function parameter, we cannot, compiler would not be able to recognize the type of value it is stored, because it doesn't store any type of value in compile time. At runtime we will execute the function like this is object.type variable, like 5. This is the runtime. It will execute that type variable function, pass 5 to this. At runtime it will identify that 5 is assigned to it, but var is completely compile time. It needs value compile time, not runtime. So this is not allowed. One more thing, if we declare like this, This is not also not assigned. No overload method. Implicit type local variable must be initialized. Implicit type local variable must be initialized. Well, right. We will have to initialize implicit type variable so that compiler identify the type of value it is going to store. Let's move to the next. Dynamic. Dynamic is considered runtime variable. Dynamic use of unassigned local variable dynamic type. Sorry, this is not used. So dynamic, we haven't assigned value to it. Compiler doesn't know what type of value it is going to store because it is a runtime variable. Runtime, the type of value is going to decide. See, runtime dynamic integer, we make it integer val is equal to val. System.in32, we are passing integer variable. Or what is happening? This is happening runtime. You are not setting compile time, right? What we do it like compile time. Barik. I have assigned a string variable system.string. So dynamic value can be passed. We can pass dynamic value variable at compile time and runtime both, right? Its type changes dynamically as per the type of value you assign. See, what is it mean? Dynamic here is not considered as strongly type, like it is not check the compile type. And here look at this value is equal to 10. What we have done here, we have assigned a string type and we have assigned integer type. In the case of var, it will give error, compile time error, but in the case of dynamic, see what happens. System.string, this is string type value assigned. Later we have changed the type of value it holds. It holds now integer. Now it is converted to integer, right? It is available runtime. Runtime we can change the value of var as per our need. Sorry, dynamic as per our need. If we make it var, it will give compile time error, right? It can be declared class level and function level. It is available for both the level, like dynamic class variable and function level also. Here within the function we are declaring it, and it can be passed as function parameter as well because it is available at runtime. At runtime the value is assigned to it. In 32 integer values we are pass a string type variable, a string, here is string, here integer. We can use dynamic as function parameter, also can be used as function return type. As we already seen it is function parameter, we make it function return type like this. So dynamic is used in all the way. Dynamic is available at runtime. and where is available at compile time, right? So if you have any question, please comment. Thanks.